let's say you take that $1 million and you go buy a 4-unit property or a 6-unit property and you pay for it cash. That property could easily generate anywhere from $6,000 to $8,000 a month. And your expenses are, let's say, $2,000. Now you're netting about $4,000 to $5,000. What's a better investment?
Right.
That's my question for you.
Welcome back to the Cornerstone Realtor Team podcast. We're happy you joined us again. Let's just talk about the Giants. Okay, now we're done with the Niners. Let's talk about the Giants.
Jamil. Wait, the Niners. Haven't you seen all the moves they've made?
Man, I don't know. We'll have to see if they're good moves or bad moves this season coming up. But let's talk about the Giants. I just came back from spring training, and they look amazing. Best record in spring training.
That's great. I noticed that they won a lot of games. Mm-hmm. Looks like they made a lot of good moves, and that's good. Exciting season.
Yep, opening day is coming up in April, so let's go Giants.
Let's go.
So today, Jamil, we want to talk about the whole investment rental market. I've been seeing a lot of single-family homes, especially in our area in the Tri-Valley, come up for rent. There's a lot of people that own a single-family home, and they are putting it up for rent on the market. And when I see that, I shake my head because I know there's a lot of money left on the table with that investment. A lot of equity are in those homes, but the yield on that equity is terrible. So let's talk about the single-family home being rented out versus taking that equity and putting it in multifamily.
So let's say you have a single-family home in Dublin or Tri-Valley, and you have $1 million in equity. I think that's a lot of people around here.
Yep.
At least $1 million in equity. And they sold that house, and they took that $1 million, and that $1 million in equity right now, it's netting them what they're taking home every month. Maybe $2,000 once you pay the mortgage and the property tax and the insurance. What do you have left? You have $1 million in equity. You're going to get $1,500 to $2,000 a month. You're losing money on your own money. That's a 2% or less cap rate on your money. Okay, let's say you take that $1 million and you go buy a 4-unit property or a 6-unit property and you pay for it cash. That property could easily generate anywhere from $6,000 to $8,000 a month. And your expenses are, let's say, $2,000. Now you're netting about $4,000 to $5,000. What's a better investment?
Right.
That's my question for you. Look at yourself and say, am I making enough on my single-family rental in Dublin? Dublin is not a good rental market for monthly income. It's good to keep a house. You just have the house. That's it. But monthly income, do not invest in Dublin. Take it outside and make some money. Make monthly income. Make passive income where you don't have to do anything. You put a property manager, you have a 4, 6, 10 unit, and you can make monthly income. Now we have examples for you.
We have an example of a gentleman that owned a single-family home in San Leandro, and he was bringing in about $2,200 to $2,500 a month in rental income. Now you got to take away the property tax, you got to take away repairs, maintenance, and if that person after a year, because you can only sign them for a year, maybe 2, if they decided to move out, you have downtime, repainting the house, fixing things up. So you're really not making much. So when we looked at his investment, he owned the house outright and he wasn't making that much. So we sold the house, took that investment, bought him 4 units, almost paid for it cash, added a little money to it. And now he's producing about $7,500 a month. So you do the math, which is better? And most people don't think about the downtime. When you have a single family and somebody moves out, your rent stops. When you have 4 units, 6 units, 8 units, one moves out, the other 6 or 7 are still paying. So that's another thought that you need to think about when you are investing, is the idea of having multiple doors versus one door that pays you rent. And so we can give you a few more examples, but most people don't think about it. They think, well, I have a single family home and I'm getting $5,000 a month, but downtime and repairs, property taxes chew up most of the money. That's if you own it free and clear. But if you have a mortgage, you might not be making anything. You might be just flush every month.
So we had a client that he took a 3-unit property, was paid off, and he bought a 9-unit with that. And I asked him, how do you like it? He says, I love it. It's turnkey. I don't have to do anything. So he made a smaller producing income property to a bigger one, and he loves it. The money's just coming in every single month.
Right. And I'm going to address your fears. A lot of people say, well, you know what? I don't want to manage a property. Well, guess what? You don't have to. We have property management team that will manage your property from A to Z. And you have an owner's portal that you can go on, see your rents come in, whatever is being paid in repairs and expenses, it's all listed for you. So you don't have to deal with it. You can just drive by and look at it once in a while and look at your numbers. So it's very simple. This method that we have developed of turning single family investment into multifamily, it's a proven method, and we have the proof in success with different clients, as we mentioned too.
Well, you might ask, how will I gain more equity? Well, you gain more equity by increasing rents every year. In Sacramento, you can increase minimum 5%, and then you add the CPI, the Consumer Price Index, okay? Cost of Living Index. So right now that's 3.8. So you got an 8.8 increase every year. As long as you're staying up with the increases, 8.8, 7%, whatever the market will allow you to go up, you're gonna make more equity. Because the way we value these units is by income and comparable sales. But as long as you're increasing income, why would you sell it? It's an income producing property. It's like a business. You're in the business of renting to people long term, right? So that's a way for you to make monthly income and increase that year over year.
Thank you for watching our podcast. If you would like a one-on-one consultation, we're always happy to sit down and go over numbers and give you a concrete idea on your investment and what is available in the market. So please reach out to us. We'd love to meet you. You can stop by our office. We are located at the Waterford Shopping Center, right next to Pete's Coffee. We'll buy you a cup of coffee. We also have our book, The Strategic Seller. If you have not gotten a copy, please like our pages and comment, ask for one. You can download it digitally or we can send you one. Thank you for watching and have a great week.